Howdy folks, I'm Brian.
I'm Amber.
And here's some Reddit. And today we're going to have a live stream, so please check out the end of the video for more information on that. So let's get started. Alright folks, our letter today is titled, Am I a Jerk for Being Too Hard on My 11-Year-Old Son? My 8-year-old daughter and 11-year-old son have a set of chores that they rotate every week. One folds the laundry and takes out the trash, and one washes the dishes. They both get $10 a week to do these things. Well, I found out that my 11-year-old hadn't been doing the dishes that week. He promised our 8-year-old daughter that if she did the dishes, that she could get $10 for dishes for this week. So she's been doing dishes all this week as folding the laundry and taking out all the trash. I didn't know about their agreement, and at the end of the week, because the dishes were done, I just gave them the money. Then my 8-year-old cried to me that the 11-year-old won't give her the money, and the 11-year-old said that she was just doing a favor for him and never promised her the money. But she did do all the dishes as well as her chores, so the next week, after they both did their chores, I gave $20 to my 8-year-old to back pay her for the week that she did both of their chores, and I didn't give my 11-year-old anything. He cried and tried to get his dad to give him the money. Now, my husband and I are arguing because he thinks that I'm too harsh with our 11-year-old and that $10 is just not enough to fight about. To me, it's about him making his sister do the work and then pocketing the money anyways, and how he needs to know if he didn't do the work, then he doesn't get the money. Alright folks, what do you think, jerk or not the jerk?
Not the jerk. I think OP's lesson is the perfect one. The kid didn't do the chores. He was trying to profit off of his sister's labor. He deserves to not be compensated.
Yeah, it seems like he was trying to exploit his sister. And he needs to be taught a valuable lesson here that if you exploit people, then that's unethical, that's wrong, and that there are going to be consequences.
I mean, literally, his only consequence is not getting his money. That's, like, it's not like OP grounded him for the rest of his life for doing this or something.
Yeah, it wasn't like a unfair punishment. She didn't ground him. She didn't take away his game systems.
Like, honestly, I think she could have even grounded him a little or something like that on top of it. I'm not saying she had to, but, like, even that might be warranted to, like, get the point across. You don't get to exploit people.
Yeah.
But to then just hand both kids an extra $10, like, it sends the wrong message. I think the husband's really in the wrong here with his thinking.
Yeah, I'm afraid that if the boy gets the wrong idea from this, that he's going to either understand that there aren't consequences for exploiting people, or that his parents will come and bail him out anytime that he does something wrong or unethical.
Yeah, and he can just cry for more money and he'll get it. Like,
yeah. So I really don't think you should be throwing money around in order to solve a problem. I think that that just doesn't address the problem, and I feel like while the husband is like, oh, it's just not worth fighting about it, it's not the money, right? The principle isn't about the money at this point in time. It's about the sister not being compensated for the work she did, and about the son being compensated for work he didn't do. So, again, like what Amber said, I really feel like OP took the right course of action here. Anyhow, take care and good luck. Alright folks, it is tea time. Grab your beverages of choice. I've got some tea right here, and Amber, she's got a joke.
well, Mary had a special request. She wanted a joke that involved a parrot, a carrot, and a centipede, I believe.
Yeah, so a centipede, a parrot, and a carrot walk into a bar. The bartender looks up and says, "Sorry, we don't serve any food here." And the parrot squawks, the centipede scurries away, and the carrot rolls out the door.
Okay, here was I have two. A centipede, a parrot, and a carrot walk into a bar. The bartender looks up and goes, "Holy cow, a walking carrot," and runs out the door. And then the other one requires some context from yesterday's episode, so this one's just for Brian. A parrot, a carrot, and a centipede walk into a bar. The bartender looks up and goes, "Sorry, we don't serve carrots," and they all walk out.
Exactly. That's exactly the punchline that is needed. And I have Earl Grey. Not Earl Grey, licorice spice. I have licorice spice. For a brief moment, I gave somebody hope out there that they guessed it right, and their hopes were dashed. All right, folks, that's all the time we have for this video right here, but we will have a hour-long special later, live special. So please do check us out. Make sure that the time zones match correctly. We did have daylight savings time a little while ago. I believe I corrected these so that it is now 10 p.m. UTC, and I believe it used to be 11 p.m. So make sure that this falls within your time zone if you're interested in joining us, and I'm looking forward to seeing you folks there later on today. Thanks so much for watching, and we will see you all today.
Bye.